Assalamu alaikum and welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Shadia Syed with the news. First, the UPay headlines. Committee to study information collected from home and abroad for reforming quota for government jobs. 75% of appointments made through merit, says the Finance Minister. Education is the main tool to build poverty-free country, says the Prime Minister at a prize distribution ceremony of Creative Talent Hunt competition. And England and Croatia moved to the semi-finals of the World Cup football. Russia and Sweden eliminated. And now on to the details. And the Quota Reforms Committee in Government Jobs has decided to draw together information from home and abroad. After the collection work, the Government Committee will again sit for a meeting within 7 days and submit the final recommendations within the stipulated period of 15 working days. The committee's spokesman, Abul Qasim Mohammed Muhyiddin, stated this after the first meeting of the committee at the Secretariat this afternoon. Other members of the committee, including Cabinet Secretary Shafiul Alam, were present. The Finance Minister, Abul Mal Abdul Muhit, has said that the 75% of government appointments are made on the basis of merit and not on the quota basis. At a discussion at the Institute of Informatics in the capital, he said that the number of unemployed people is increasing, but it is not possible to resolve the problem through financial assistance only. The Finance Minister expressed the hope that projects for the next financial year would be executed in time, as a release of allocation money began from the first day of the budget being passed. The anti-repression teachers have protested the attacks, repressions and fake cases against pro-quota reform activists. The protest was made during a march participated by teachers of various universities, including Dhaka, at the central Shohid Minar area. At this time, the teachers demanded the quick issuance of the Gazette of Quota Reform notification. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that the next generation is being groomed as skilled manpower to march ahead in tandem with the rest of the world. Speaking at the prize distribution ceremony of the countrywide Creative Talent Hunt competition, she pointed out that education as the main instrument to build a poverty-free country. 12 meritorious students at the national level from all over the country were awarded prizes this year. A joint meeting of the Awami League and its associate organisations was held at the party's central office at Bangabandhu Avenue to discuss the successful holding of the mass reception to be accorded to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at the Sarwardi Uddan on the 21st of July. After the meeting, the Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said that the reception to the Prime Minister would be accorded for Bangladesh's graduating from least developed to developing country, successfully launching the Bangabandhu Satellite 1, for her receiving the Global Women's Leadership Award and obtaining the Honorary D.Litt degree from India. BNP spokesman Ruhul Kabir Rizvi has alleged that the government is lobbying with India to go to power again through a voteless election, sidetracking the people. At a news conference at the party's central office, he said that the key to change the government in Bangladesh lies not with India, but with the people of the country. Meanwhile, at a protest meeting at the National Press Club, the BNP Standing Committee member Gaishar Chandra Roy said that the ruling party wants to come back to power banking on advertising developments since it has no public support. The Chinese ambassador to Bangladesh, Shang Zhao, has said that China wants to see visible progress from the Myanmar side in resolving the Rohingya crisis. He said this in reply to journalists' queries at a seminar held at the Chinese embassy in Baritara this morning. He also said that fruitful discussions were held in this regard during the Foreign Minister Mahmoud Ali's visit to China. Speaking at the seminar, Information Minister Hassanul Haq Inu said that Bangladesh supports the Chinese initiative of One Belt, One Road. The flood situation in Shirajganj and Jamalpur still persists. Low-lying areas of 20 unions, including Kazipur, Belkuchi, Johali and Shahjadpur, remain inundated due to the rise in the water level of Jamuna. Besides, many dwelling houses and croplands were also damaged. However, the floodwater of Lalmonirhat and Kurigram have started to recede. And now news from abroad, and the first 2 boys of the 13 who have been stranded in a cave at Tham Luang in Thailand have been rescued, and the operation is underway to rescue the remaining 11. They were stranded on a ledge 4 kilometers inside the cave. Expert divers who have been keeping the group supplied since they were found last week will guide them out. And now on to sports, and England and Croatia have moved on to the semi-finals of the World Cup football by beating Sweden and Russia in their respective matches last night. The first semi-final will be held on the 10th of July and the second one on the 11th of July. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla news, browse www.youtube.com/ATN Tube News, subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla.